of business really where very high amount of risk is involved. There is huge amount of scope available in this field of entrepreneurship once you step your foot into this field of entrepreneurship. And we are here to discuss on the pros and cons of entrepreneurship and job as well. Now we've got two sets of team here. First, one team will be talking on the merits and demerits of the entrepreneurship, and the other team will be talking on the merit and demerit of job. And at the same time, let us ensure that this is a debate. First, when one person goes ahead and makes his point on, for example, entrepreneurship, I want someone from the other team to raise your hands up. Once you raise your hands up, I'll ask you to stand up. You can stand up from the place where you are sitting, and you can counter the point that the other person. As I was telling you, job involves very minimal risk, and entrepreneurship involves very high amount of risk. But the amount of gain or the fruit that we bag from any particular stream is always proportional to the amount of risk that is involved.
In the entrepreneurship there is the most gain as compared to job. But if you see the other side, there is loss also. They must be able to compete with the losses they face also. So that's also proportional to the risk, as you said.
Okay. There's a lot of talks about the risk involved in these entrepreneurship. There's no guarantee of gonna live the next moment. Is there any guarantee? Can anyone guarantee that you wanna live the next moment? Without risk, there is nothing, right? Everything is.
Yeah. See, actually, there's a thing that almost every entrepreneur, he has to put 63% more hard work when you take an employee. Okay. So if considering jobs, okay, if you're an accountant, you're an accountant. If you're a programmer, you're a programmer. You have a daily set, okay, it's a routine. It's difficult to follow a routine, but it is a routine. You work from 8 to 8 or 9 to 9, whatever it is.
So
you come back.
That job is just about routine.
See, you can experiment a lot of things within the job. Okay, so you're selecting a stream. I'm going to program, so I'm going to program. I program different things in it. When you consider an entrepreneur, he has a lot of work. He has to take care of marketing, he has to take care of finance, he has to take care of, coordinating the whole team. And when he comes home, he still thinks about it, And that's not the case of a job person. So who's going to take care of the, child or wife or parents or whatever?
Actually, I oppose her. They have a leisure time. See, entrepreneurs have a leisure time
That
compared
is
to
output success.
No, it's not that. See, we are the masters, so we devise our work to you people. Okay, we are the employers for us.
So she's saying they can work without us, isn't it?
I want to say that you are speaking only about the successful entrepreneurs, not the who has failed. In the business market nowadays, most of the entrepreneurs are failing to do the job. Even I can quote an example from my neighborhood, who's neighbor to me. He has started a stock market. Then he went through a loss. Then his family also has dumped to the stress. They are getting lower and lower. You are speaking only the entrepreneurs who are winning, but most of them are not winning. Most of the people get lose, so their family gets affected. So that we people think that job is better to safeguard our family.
Why don't the others make a point? Actually, we were talking about.
Several has lost friends. For example, there's one, my relative, he's my cousin. His name is Kevin. He just finished graduating from Sairam College. Fourth year, he said no for placements. He just wanted to start his own company. The college staff, they actually they were like, why you said no for placements? They were laughing at him. But what he started was, it's called Wallet Kit. It's an app for Android as well as Apple companies. First app he created was for navigation system for visually impaired or like handicapped people. So what was that? He went to Singapore and the app was confirmed. So what happened was that in India, like in Hindu paper, Times, his face came. He was just an ordinary PE graduate. He took the risk and he got to know, like many people got to know about him. And he said that there were lots of stress in the family. 90% of people working in IT companies have gone through a lot of stress. They get heart attack, pregnancy problems. I find that like so many people gone through this. Pregnancy problem is one of the most risk involved, especially for women working that they go through a lot of this problem. They don't get, they have a lot of stress, they don't get family time, they got to like schedule a lot of work between the family as well as the work. So I find jobs is more like risk factors more than being an entrepreneur.
Even though you have quoted an example, that's also a successful entrepreneur you have quoted, not who has failed. Because who has failed, they never show off what they have become. Even he told that, yeah, we may be living today, we may not be there tomorrow. When we are living, if they fail to do the job, then our family gets affected because of that. That's why job, they think if they are in a job, they get some pensions, those things. The future will be better, even if we fail to do. That's what I want to say.
I think so. IT people, they don't have future, even they have risk involved. They fail too. They don't have fulfillment. It's like they mean like they have to do it. It's like that. They have risk too. They fail too.
You are talking about only an IT company. There are on IT sector, it's a one part. There are so many companies related to their core or anything. They give a better job. Why they want to work in an IT company? If they are passionate towards their field, they can go to some. I want to go to Sanjeev Bachchan. It's Naukri.com founder. He has failed many times, but he has a capital with him. That's why he has been a successful person after 15 years. But many people are failing at first. They do not have a capital to start or cope up with that. They fail to do. That's what I say.
Not to say that you'll have to, have huge amount of capital in your bank to start an entrepreneurship, to venture into a field, because even you can be an entrepreneur when you step into a smaller area. With smaller area, you can think about what I'm saying. So when that is so, it is not necessary that you will always need to have a huge amount of capital. Do you agree with what I'm saying?
Let me say for this,
Because it's all about idea.
yes, you have an idea. You can even if you're going for a purchase or anything, if you do a best quality in a not a very good wrap or anything, they never like to buy it. If it is get wrapped in a beautiful way, then they like to buy it. It's a good quality. Why it's not so in that good wrap it might be lacking in quality.
Okay.
But you never like this. You'll be liking only the wrapping. That's only a capital.
It's just around failure. It's just around success and failure. I mean, you are more frightened to seek an entrepreneurship career because you are afraid that you will fail. But those who are there in this side, they don't have that fear. They have just come out of that fear and they wanted to do something new. So when it is a big concern, when you are an entrepreneur for a big concern, you do take decisions at various levels. There are various levels of decision making in an organization. Not that since you are the entrepreneur, you just go out straight inside the company and you make your decisions. You've got various other employees, various other levels or standards of, your subordinates from whom the concerns will have to come for you to make a decision. So, now you stand up. This is just to test your versatility. Now that we are nearing the end of this debate, for example, I want you to talk in favor of entrepreneurship. Now, what will your points be?
In favor of entrepreneurs.
In favor of entrepreneurship.
Okay, if they succeed, they get everything.
Okay.
Right? They help a lot of people. They give a lot of employment opportunities. Right?
Okay.
We start a job, immediately we send job alerts.
Okay.
True. And marketing. Their innovation matters.
Okay.
They're going to sell a new product. You don't know how much that product is going to help others.
Okay.
Right? And true thing, you need not be the puppets under the management.
You not need puppets under the superiors. So, shall I declare that they are the winners? They are winning this competition.
There are pros and cons, right?
Okay. To say talk in favor of jobs. Just to check your versatility.
Jobs will be like more secure, right? As they mentioned, many would have the capital. First of all, to be in a secure place, you can go to a job, you can innovate your ideas. You may not have a better idea of implementing your idea. You may have that idea, but you don't have a clear view about it. So if you can get into a job, you can research about it, and you can get help of career officials, and then you can succeed in your what you want to do. So a job will be
more secure.
Yeah, secure for initially capital.
Now, summing up the debate, job and entrepreneurship. So as I was telling you, they are two different worlds, two different oceans completely. There are both cons as well as pros associated with these two jobs. As I was telling repeatedly, when it is job, the job is secure. When it is entrepreneurship, more risk is involved as well as more gain is also involved. So how do we conclude this debate? Why don't we get into a job initially? We get into a job to imbibe the qualities, to imbibe the knowledge that is necessary to start an entrepreneurship, to start our own concern. So, not that you go ahead and start your entrepreneurship straight away, right on day one. You will have to, acquire knowledge about the field in which you're going to step in. You get what I'm saying? It is always good first you get into a job. First, if you get into a job related to what you're going to start your concern. For example, if you're going to, heat, as I was telling, if you wanted to do something similar to that, then you will have to get into a job which will help you gain knowledge about what are the various processes that are involved in tea making, how do you market your tea. So there are so many other things involved as such. So it is always good you start an entrepreneurship, I'll say, but to start an entrepreneurship you need knowledge. For that, job is definitely going to help you. So